What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Again, man, it's a lot of crazy things going on in the world today, man. Again, a few days ago, King Von lost his life to street violence, man, in Atlanta. His manager came out and spoke about the situation, who was there on the scene while everything happened, and he let us in on basically the whole story of what took place and what went down. I don't know what's going on in that camp, but this was not good at all. This was not good at all, especially seeing that there's an ongoing investigation going on in this situation. And this statement in this video that he did on DJ Academics, which is one of the biggest hip-hop media platforms in the country, this particular interview may have done more harm than good. I'm going to let y'all just hear part of this. If you want to hear this full interview, go to DJ Academics, man. You can hear the whole interview. But there was so much stuff he said in this that I personally believe that it done more harm than good. He was better being quiet. He was just better off being quiet. I don't understand why he would take the seat and address these situations and matters. This should have just been some in the camp type stuff, because what he said in this alone may be enough to get the shooter off with self-defense. And it makes Von look very, very bad. And according to him, over and over again in this interview, he continued to say over and over again, Von wasn't in his right mind. Von wasn't in his right mind. So with no further ado, I'm just going to play a brief clip of this. You can just hear exactly what I'm talking about. Let's listen.
Now, right before we go inside the club, one of his homeboys came to the driver's side and they said, "Hey, we seen so and so. I'm not gonna say no names. We seen so and so in the car." And instantly,
in the car or in the spot?
No, we seen he literally, our car is right here.
Yeah.
And so and so pulled up right there.
Okay. So in case y'all don't know, he's talking about one of Von guys, King Von guys, came to the car and told him, "Von, we see such and such." Let Von know that Quando Rondo is at this club, that King Von was sitting outside of for over 30 minutes. And just when they finna go inside of the club, one of Von guys came and told him, "Hey, basically, Quando Rondo is here." That's what we talking about for y'all who heard the whole interview.
So you had one car, which is one car before. You had another car, which is our car right here. You had other people parked, scattered everywhere else. And one of Von's homeboys came to him and was like, "Hey, we seen so-and-so in the car. He's asleep."
See that? One of Von guys came and told Von, "Hey, we saw such and such in the car and he's asleep." That's code word for slipping. Not that he's literally asleep, but he's slipping. He have no idea we out here. He have no idea you here. He sleep. You know, that's that Chicago term. When a person's slipping, you slipping, you got. You sleep, you got. And DJ Academic finna clear this up because, you know, he like a square. He don't understand that stuff to some degree, but he probably do and just want him to tell it and explain it. Listen how he explained it. Listen.
And he jumped up. I'm talking about like.
Wait. So the other dude was sleeping? or or just like just not aware type shit.
You heard him? Now watch this.
The other artists was sleeping, unaware. He just went up to the club.
The other artist was sleeping, unaware. So Von guy come tell him, hey, such and such is in the car. He's sleeping. He don't know. He's sleeping. He have no idea. I don't see how this brother, I don't know if he's from Chicago, but how he don't understand what he's saying, what he's telling, what he's explaining. Literally what he's saying. I don't get how he don't see that. That right there, damaging, very damaging. Let's listen some more.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give nobody no name.
Yeah.
Whatever. He put us to the club.
You don't have to say no names. You just said it all. You said Von name. One of Von guys came up to the car, told him such and such is in the car slipping, which means they not on nothing. They don't know you there. They just at the club, enjoying themselves, having a good time. They sleeping. They not on nothing. Because if they was on something, they wouldn't be sleeping. They'll be aware of their surrounding, what's going on, who own them. So you don't have to say no names when you are already letting it be known this is your team, brother. How you don't get that? This was very damaging, man. Let's listen some more.
And I believe it was just him and his driver. That's what.
See, he believed it was just him and his driver. Let's go.
Supposedly what it was. And his driver. And a McLaren or some type of car they had. So one of the guys spotted him. And they came to the car where me, Von, BJ, and a female, and one more person was in the car. And he came to the car and said, hey, so-and-so's here.
See, one of Von guys spotted him in the car and came to us and told us, and he get the name and names. He ain't naming the names of the other people. He naming the names of his people. Yeah, this ain't good.
And Von just jumped up like, oh, come on, let's go. And with that reaction being so fast, we're like, hey, hold on, slow down. I'm like, hold on, what we about to do? Hold on, like, you got jewelry on, all type of stuff. Hold on, bro.
See, right there. And Von like, let's go, it's go time. And he like, hold on, wait. Implying he understand what's finna go down. Wait, we got jewelry on and everything. Why? Because he's slipping. Dude have no idea this is our chance to get him. Because he have no idea what's going on. He don't even know we here. It's go time.
Bro, from that split second of his friend coming to tell him, Von was out the car.
From the split second of Von's friend coming and tell him that, he was out the car, on go, immediately. Why? Because they slipping. They have no idea who out here, what's finna go down, what's going on. Von out the car.
And this is somebody who's normally, like I said, calm, collective, look around all the areas, just fill all the blanks, because he been out here, so he know what to do. For some reason, that night, he was completely off. He jumped out the car.
So Von, according to him, is a guy who usually on his P's and Q's and understand what's going on and very hip to the streets and everything. But for some reason, this particular night, he was just off. He was just off. He wasn't in his right mind. This is very damaging. This is very damaging to y'all team, to Von them. With your statement alone, being his manager, somebody who was there, while no. See, here's the thing. that could hurt Quando Rondo now. They have no idea of this information you given that was being talked about amongst y'all in a circle. And now you have opened it up and given it to everybody. The conversation, what was going on, plotting, setting up, getting at them when they not even knowing what's going on, what's taking place. And you already announced that y'all like 4-5 cars deep. 4-5 cars deep. This damaging. This very damaging and bad, brother.
By the time Vaughn jumped out the car, I don't even think he knew where so-and-so was. He just jumped out the car. He bumped into so-and-so. As soon as he bumped into so-and-so, started brawling. From that 1.5 second of brawling at, one of his so-and-so accomplice came through the side of a white car that we didn't even know was with so-and-so.
Right. See, now that's bad too. That's bad too. This is very, 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 very damaging. Y'all may have just let the shooter off the hook. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all just may have let the shooter off the hook with this information. This is very damaging information. The power of social media. This is terrible. This is horrible. And you'll figure, being from Chicago, having all that street knowledge and things like that, this is a definite 100% no-brainer, no-no. No-no. No matter how you look at it. And speaking of DJ Academic as if he's some person who could make a change or make a difference or respected to the point that you really talking to a lame who have no power, no influence, can't do nothing but allow this video to be seen by millions of people. That's right now over 2 million views. I don't get why you explaining it to him unless you want everybody to know the story. But the story you getting out don't make your artist look good. It's making him look like some jealous, crazy, deranged hater. That's what it's making it look like, brother. And this look bad from every way you look at this. Because you clearly saying Quando Rondo now was pulling up to the club, minding their own business. One of Von guys spot him out while they just chilling. Come tell Von, hey, dude, them here, and they slipping, and they sleeping. They slipping. Von like, oh, get right out on top of business. And end up losing his life behind this as a result of this. I'm sorry, brother. This don't look good. It's horrible.
That's how unaware the situation was.
Yeah.
Came out the car from the side, like y'all can see on the camera, and shot Vaughn and me 4 times. I think he let 4-5 shots off. Vaughn got hit 3-4 times. I got hit in the leg, started bleeding, went for cover. He was down.
Are you?
Okay, man. It's not good. It's not good at all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not good at all. That was very bad, man. And you better off just being quiet. You just may have let the shooter off the hook with that information. You is proving his case for self-defense. That they were minding their own business only to be ambushed by a group of guys that we see on the video that just now surfacing, showing the other angle of the camera. Where Quando Rondo is talking at his truck, then he get to walking up only to be met by Von and a few more guys, and Von can get the drilling on him, and then a lot of more guys coming to Von's aid. Where we see on the other end of the tape where it seemed like a lot of guys was jumping on this dude, and then his shooter come out and shoot and end up killing Von as a result of it. And you just told what happened. Because another thing, in this video interview he did with DJ Academic, he explained Von wasn't even supposed to been there. They were supposed to been at the hotel. Von made a detour and came to the after set to another club, and they was like, "Where you at?" He like, "I'm here. I'm at this place." They like, "We at the hotel." He like, "Well, I'm here. I'm at this place," making it seem as though he was given some type of knowledge or information on where dude whereabouts would be. It made a detour. This very damaging information, especially when he got a bad reputation of being a shooter, a guy who beat a couple bodies and under investigation for bodies. So of course, that ain't nothing to play with. It was bad all the way around. And by him being your artist, brother, and you're supposed to be managing this, brother, artists need to respect their manager. Managers have to have some type of presence of respect that the thing that Von was doing is an automatic no-no, not the other way around, that as a manager, your artist run you to the point that you have no say-so, that you can't change his mind, his attitude about the things he's going to do. As a manager, he's supposed to, you want to be the manager that has presence, that has power, that's respected to the point that when you're telling him something, he listens. He listens because you have his best interest and he respects your word. And know that you're not worth losing. That you're not worth losing as a result of his behavior. And that's not the point. It's looking like, brother, you are condoning these actions. Because out of your own mouth, you said, hold on, wait, what we finna do? We still got on our jury. Like you down with the business. No, as a manager, no. Your thing is to protect your artist by all means. He need to know that. And at the status he is, of when he was working on in his life, that's a definitely no-no. Even if you're known as a shooter and a killing hitter, you don't do nothing. We got other people to do that and take care of that business for us. You should never be on the front line. But your artist, who is also the money man in the bag, is on the front line to actually get everything that happened to him as a result of being on the front line. This was not good. This was very tacky. This was very unprofessional. And it ended up him losing his life along with two others of his guys as a result of ignorance, man, and foolishness. This was not good at all. And then with this recent interview you just did with DJ Academic, you may have just let the shooter off the hook and improved his case for him. Improved his case for him. Because you admitted everything. They wasn't supposed to have been there. He was there. Seemed like they were waiting on him. Like the boy was being set up. And you may have also let Von fans and them see him in a whole nother light. Like, wow, that wasn't cool, man. Like, y'all really... Like, wow, you really did that to yourself. I don't see how anybody not watching the tape don't see that. Like, man, Von, that wasn't good, bro. All that potential, all that talent, and you a father, man. Come on, brothers and sisters. This getting out of hand. This is very ridiculous. This is shameful, man. This is very, very shameful. And I think everybody needs to learn from this. I think everybody really needs to learn from this, because this not right. This not good. From everybody who involved in it. This is terrible. Every side. I'm talking about the whole, look at the whole thing. This not good, man. And we got to call it like it is down the middle. If I was watching that and King Von was my brother, I would have been like, First of all, if I was there now with my brother, I would have been like, hey, no. We got a lot of things going on. You got a new album finna come out. All that talking don't mean nothing. Them dudes don't want no smoke with us. They ain't finna touch us. They ain't finna do none of that. And we ain't got to even initiate it, brother. We got too much going on. This come with this territory. And when you hot and you in a game, everybody gonna take shots at you and say something. But that's what makes you the best, because you stay on top of the game, man, and you keep it rolling. You keep it moving. You keep it rolling. As long as they don't touch us or do nothing else, we cool. We ain't got to be out here reckless with them, man, because we didn't got out of this. We didn't work in the streets long enough to make it to where we at, that we ain't never got to go back to that. We ain't never got to go back to that. So hey, bro, no. And if it hurts you that much that you want them that bad, we got people that can handle that. But you definitely can't be involved in that. That's how I speak if I was there. And if I wasn't there and bonding with one of my brothers and I saw all that stuff happening, I'm saying to myself, like, damn, bro, why you do that, man? That wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. And why isn't anybody there to actually prevent that from happening? That's what I'm looking at. Like, what's such and such? What? The people who I know that we put there in play to keep him under control. See, that's another thing. When you know you got a gangster or a high-head guy, you got to have somebody that again he respects to the point that he can be held accountable. That he can be held accountable. But when you watching that, let's just be real. When you watching that, it's sad to say, but you probably really can't fault the shooter for what he ended up doing as a result of trying to defend himself and his guy, when you got a group of guys all coming out of nowhere that's known as killers and shooters. Let's be real. Let's be honest. We seen the man track record. I just saw the documentary on the dude. They talking about he probably got 5, 6, 7 bodies. And fighting the case, another attempt murder. Ain't nobody finna play with that on the street, knowing what you dealing with. And then you got another 10, 15 guys all coming at once. And it's just you and him and your driver probably. Hell, you thinking death. Like, man, we about to die out here. They about to kill us out here. He wasn't just whooping that man. That dude little. That little dude hit that ground, they would have thumped his brains out probably. And went to the studio and made a song about it. Went on Instagram bragging about it, or did something on Twitter to brag about it. Young brothers and sisters, man, come on. We cannot allow this social media, this internet, this pride, this arrogance, man, continue to murder and take our lives at young ages and get us locked up and incarcerated for nothing, showing now over these female. At the end of the day, this is supposed to all be over a female. Some females who having sex with different guys. These supposed to be over females. This what they saying this beef may be over. Because such and such did a song with this female who was screwing this guy, who this guy got, and then did a song with this girl who, come on, man. Come on, brothers. Come on, man. This always been the fall of man. That sex, man. That women and money always been the fall. Like, brothers, what are we doing, man? Like, damn, really? Really, man? Come on, man. And this jealousy is just getting out of control. This jealousy is getting out of control. And you young brothers are dying and sacrificing y'all life. And for what? So people could just say rest in peace, wear a rest in peace shirt, play your song, go back and watch your videos, but you never again could see your daughter or your son. You never could smile again. because y'all living these reckless lives out here and y'all don't even have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, and you dying in your sins, standing before the judgment of God. That's not funny. That's not good, and nobody cares about it until it's their time. And then y'all want to keep on repeating these cycles. And then you got everybody, oh, we got to get it, we got to retaliate, we got to, how? And y'all going straight to the internet, letting everybody know who y'all finna go get, when y'all going to get them, where y'all at. Come on, man. Come on, bro. I'm talking about y'all are televising y'all crimes. Y'all are literally televising y'all crime. Sad thing about it is they said that the police didn't even solve this crime. They said the internet solved this crime before the police never even got to do it. They said this case is already case closed. This was solved this case was solved within hours of it happening. People on the internet put everything together, went to all their social medias, found the outfits, the guy who did it, the face, the car they drive, put everything together in a package, gave it to the police. This case was solved already. Come on, man. Come on, brothers and sisters. We come on, man. When are we gonna learn? How many more we got to lose? And I'm talking to people from each side. Like, how do you got 10, 15, 20, 30 guys all thinking the same thing? And it's not one person, 2 or 3 people in that clique or team that can't say no. We better than this, man. We better than this. We have to cut this thing off. Because this is stupid what we doing. We can't keep on playing tag with death. Tag with death. No, we can't keep doing that. And whoever the leaders is, that's what makes a real leader. Where you wise enough. You wise enough to know how to strategically pull your team and crew up out of situations and build positively off of ignorance, stupidity, and death. That's what real leaders do. You don't continue to play a game you know you can't win in. And there's always somebody more gangster than you. Don't ever think that you got the most gangsters. It's always somebody more gangster than you. Period. And gangsters never live long. Brothers need to really, really wake up and get it together. Y'all are allowing the devil to get y'all real cheap and easy at the expense of y'all eternal soul. And all this stuff y'all working for and building up and praising and worshiping and keeping, you don't get to enjoy it. You leave it for somebody else. You leave it for somebody else to come get and take. And those same women y'all were fighting over screwing somebody else. And that same money you were flexing with on the internet, somebody else spending that you never got to spend. And those same kids you claimed you loved, that you wanted to be a good father for, somebody else is raising or mistreating. Grow up, brothers. Please. Please. And this your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth. Join the Patreon if you ain't a member of the Patreon.